Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Chris Thorne Show. Yo, what's going on there, everybody? It's your man, Chris Thorns. As always, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, whenever you're watching my content. And as always, like, comment, subscribe, and share. Ladies and gentlemen, I know it's been a while since I did a video, so I had to come and do this story that I saw this morning down here in Memphis, Tennessee. And it really disturbed me because considering a stream that I did probably about a week or two ago, I had a lot of people up in an uproar, you know, and it's kind of similar to what I'm at. And this story is kind of similar to that stream that I did. So I'll tell you what I'm going to do. Without further ado, let me go ahead and play this for y'all and let y'all hear what's going on.
Greg, that victim's 83 years old, and she says her attackers were relentless, punching and kicking her before pushing her to the ground, then picking up a piece of wood and using it to beat her.
Beat me, kicking me right over here.
An 83-year-old woman says she was beaten mercilessly on her South Memphis porch Saturday by a gang of women. She's asked us to blur her face since some of her attackers are still at large, but she wants you to hear her story, a terrifying ordeal that began with a door knock.
They wouldn't answer. When they knock, I said, "Who is it?"
She says it turned out to be a group of women demanding to see her son, who wasn't home at the time. Police say 19-year-old Kimberly Nelms and a 17-year-old began punching the 83-year-old before she says she fell face down on the ground.
They knocked her over this chair. She fell over this chair.
Her son describes how the women then picked up this piece of wood off the porch and began using it to beat his mother across her back.
They could have killed her. Wrong lick could have hit her in her face by a temple. She'd been dead.
And when I lean over there like that, it makes me sort of sick.
Because of that, her son says he's ready for the women if they dare to come back.
I'm going to hold them down till the police get here. That's what I'm going to do. I ain't going to hurt them.
I just couldn't believe my eyes, you know. But it's sad. But this denomination race is pitiful.
New at 10, the Memphis chapter of Jack and Jill of America is celebrating its 81st birthday this weekend.
So, we just heard that. And I'll take out my glasses for this one. All right. So, let me ask you Negroes something, and you Negroettes. The one who got upset with me and who pretty much got upset with a lot of people who did the story about David Bell. Let me ask y'all a question. So, this man was surrounded by surrounded by a group of teen young girls. After hooting and hollering, pushing them, making threats, talking shit, and this, that, and the third. According to his attorney, the statement that he made was that he was trying to escort a woman out the mall that was being harassed by these girls. And in the process of him doing that, the girls followed him and the woman, making threats, constantly talking shit. And not only that, for some of y'all who were saying he should have called security or asked for security, he even said that's what he did. He asked for security. But apparently the security did not come on time for what happened. So he did what he felt he needed to do to protect himself because he felt threatened and whatnot. All right. So y'all got up. A lot of y'all got upset with me and y'all started that little coon shit or whatnot. And there's one thing I can say I do like about YouTube. This is one thing I do like about YouTube. If you people comment section saying stupid shit, it automatically hold it for review or hold it as spam. And it's up to us as the content creators to approve your message or not. Now again, I rarely block people unless you just coming there saying some real dumbass shit. Then I'll block you. Or you coming in with that coon talk or even threatening other people, calling them coons or whatnot, you getting blocked. Cause I hate that fucking word. I think that's a dumbass word that people don't come up with to use against people. So here we are again. Disrespectful ass teen females again. Set up here, whooped the 83 woman ass, beat her down there to the core. Looking for her son. But see, here's the question though. Why was they looking for her son? For what? What's the problem? So he wasn't at the house and they commenced to beating this woman. So I'm gonna ask you fools out there who got mad at David Bell. If this woman had the strength and knocked the shit out of one of them to the point of unconscious, would you got upset with her? Would you call her a coon? Would you say she should have stuck her nose in the business? Or better yet, let's go even further. If her son came home and saw all this and he knocked the shit out of one of them, are y'all gonna say the same thing about him? He a coon? He shouldn't have stuck his nose up in his business? Are y'all gonna say the same thing? I'm just asking. Because I want to see what makes this case with teens beating down an 83-year-old elderly woman versus that young girl who got up in a 51-year-old man's face threatening him. But only she just got repercussion behind it. So I would like to know what's the difference. Now y'all probably come in and talk about that she was 11, 12, she just really no teen yet. If you look at that, then logically you will be correct. But still the same thing though. You coming in somebody's personal space in a threatening fucking manner. 17 is not an adult yet. You still a minor according to certain cities and states that you stay in. 19, I think you are considered a young adult. But we all know in a lot of places, 21 years old is the legal age to do whatever the fuck you want to do. So again, the only difference I would say between this and David Bell is probably the age difference in the girls. But other than that though, same fucking scenario. Black teens acting like savages, beating on other blacks. And nobody gonna say anything about this? Am I gonna be the only one to talk about this? Really? And for what? Why did they beat this woman down for what? And picked up something and beat this woman down. Now that man said he waiting on them to come back, and I don't blame him. He said he waiting on them to come back. He said I'm not gonna do nothing to hurt them. I'm just gonna sit them down until the law get here. Well, sir, I would have to disagree with you on that one. Because I don't know if you lay your head at your mama's house or not. But if you got teen girls who coming beating your mom like that, that's almost down there life-threatening if it ain't considered life-threatening, period. And you not gonna hurt them? Nah, I second that emotion, bruh. Just like how they treat your mama, you need to turn around and treat them the same way. I don't give a fuck. Because they came to your mama's house putting her life in danger. Now, again, it says they were looking for you, though. I don't know what they were looking for you for, but it says they were looking for you. I don't know what you did, but whatever the situation is, you know what I'm saying? I say to you, take that shit away from your mama's house. That's what I would say to you. But in that, though, like I said, my question stands. What was so different about this situation versus David Bell? Y'all say David Bell is a man. Most of y'all using this shit as a racist thing. He white. Then some of y'all saying he should have stuck his nose where it don't belong. Well, with that, I would say to him, whatever happened with this case with David Bell, I hope he don't stick his nose in it no more. Because that way y'all can't call him racist. That way y'all can't say he stuck his nose where it didn't need to belong. And if they doing that shit again, fuck with somebody else, he need to just walk on by. Walk on back, act like he didn't see it. But then y'all still gonna call her racist because if somebody get hurt, really hurt out there, then y'all gonna turn around. He ain't turn around try to hit that girl. You know, racist cracker. He ain't turn around hit that girl. That girl out there hurt. He just walk right past that girl. So for somebody like him, it ain't no. It's just a win. It's just a lost situation. Y'all not gonna give him credit for anything that he has done. Y'all not gonna give him credit for nothing he has done. All right. So again, another scenario: disrespectful ass teens out here fucking with folks. Fucking with folks, bullying folks, beating folks. I wanna know what y'all Negroes and niggas got to say about this. Or is it gonna be different because they black? Or is it gonna be different because they black? It says an 83-year-old woman says she was beaten mercilessly on her South Memphis porch Saturday by a gaggle of women, two of whom police identified as teenagers. The victim asked WRAG to blur her face since her attackers are out of jail. But she wanted to share her story, which she said began with a door knock. They wouldn't answer when they knocked. I said, "Who is it?" The victim said. She said it turned out to be a group of women. She estimated 4 total. Demanding to see her son, who wasn't home at the time. Police said 19-year-old Kimberly Nams and a 17-year-old girl began punching the 83-year-old before she said she fell face down on the ground. They knocked her over this chair. She fell over this chair, said James Brown, the victim's son. Brown's mother told WRAG the women picked up a piece of wood off the porch and began beating her across her back with it. They could have killed her, could have hit her in the face by her temple. She had been dead, Brown said. When I leave over there like that, it makes me sort of sick, the victim said. Because of that, Brown said he's ready for the women if they dare to come back. I'm gonna hold them down till the police get there. That's what I'm gonna do. I ain't gonna hurt them, he said. No blood, none of that. Just knock them around and sit on them until the law get here. I just couldn't believe my eyes, but it's sad. But this generation raised is pitiful, said the victim. Nance was released from jail on a $5,000 bond. The 17-year-old girl was issued a juvenile summons. WRAG asked police about the possibility of additional suspects but didn't get a response. Y'all see that shit? Even she says, this 83-year-old woman said the same thing, that these generation of us is ridiculous. And y'all seen that shit that went on with David Bell. Y'all saw that shit. Y'all saw how them young girls was acting. But everybody want to call him out for what he did. But ain't now one of you motherfuckers calling out what them girls did. Nobody's saying what them girls did. Everybody kept saying, he too grown to do what he do. He was too grown to do what he did. So, again, I ask you, if this 83-year-old woman had to knock the fuck out of one of them, would y'all say the same thing about her? They over there threatening her. And actually put their hands on her. But ain't nobody got a problem with this. I'm listening. Let's see all you Negroes who got upset with me, who did that stream and did that video, and talk about he lying about what the attorney said. You don't even know if he lying or not. We wasn't there. I wasn't there. Hell, even I said I can't say if it's true or false because I wasn't there. So even I can't say. I just brought you a fucking update. And you niggas got mad at me. Talking shit to me. But ain't no outrage about this. Teen girls actually came to this woman's door and beat the shit out of her. Man, y'all niggas crazy as hell, man. Real talk. Get mad at me all you want to. I don't give a fuck. I really don't give a fuck. Because y'all know our young generation out here is fucked up. It's fucked up. And if this don't prove it, I don't know what the fuck will approve it. I mean, excuse me, prove it. I'm getting tongue tied for some reason. Approve it. If this don't prove it, I don't know what the fuck will prove it. Other than that, though, this your man Chris Thorns. What y'all think about this? You know, what do y'all agree with? What do you don't agree with? I mean, I can't see anything that y'all can't disagree with on this. You know, this is a motherfucking ridiculous. A motherfucking ridiculous. And I ain't ashamed to call this shit out. But anyway, I will post a link to the story in the description box. You can take a look at it yourself. But I hope she go to the hospital and get checked out. Since she said every time she lean over, it makes her sick. So she need to go get checked out. Alright. Anyway, again, it's your man Chris Thorns. And I am out over here. Catch y'all later. Peace.